Hey everyone, Eric Dobler here today from Dobler College Consulting. Today I want to talk to you about probably my least favorite part of the college search and application process, and that's testing. Uh, you know, Nobody gets excited for the SAT or the ACT. I mean, let's just call it what it is. But in some cases, either test is absolutely a necessary evil as you plan for your college applications and you try to put forth the strongest application that you can. Now, luckily enough, we're still in a time period where probably at least 60, maybe almost 65% of colleges are still running test optional policies in one form or another. And what does that mean? It means if you have test scores that you feel are competitive, maybe in the top 20, 30-ish percentile of what a college typically sees with test scores, then maybe it's a good idea for you to submit those scores. Maybe they are an additive and an extra strength in your application. If, however, your scores are sort of in the lowest 20th, 30th-ish percentile, then maybe you don't submit those scores because they're not helpful. They're not an additive. And then, of course, there's a lot of gray area in between, and you'll hear colleges talk about that. And we've even heard some big-name colleges talk about this very issue as they went back to requiring test scores, recognizing that some students who did not submit scores under a test optional policy, maybe they should have. So it can be hard to navigate. You're trying to get this right. You're trying to make sure your application is as strong as it can be. You're trying to make sure you're not doing anything that's going to hurt your chances. And when colleges are kind of talking out of both sides of their mouths, it can be difficult, right? So we get that. Our best advice here as you kind of go through this process and you're thinking about testing, definitely test, give it your best shot, but measure your test scores against the colleges where you are considering sending in applications, okay? Obviously, if you are applying to schools who are test required, then you're going to need to make sure your test scores are competitive, or you're going to have to rethink where you are applying. For your schools who are test optional, you want to be able to ask yourself, where do your test scores place? Are they really high on a school's scale of the types of scores that they receive? Are they kind of right on the average, or are they pretty low? And you want to really be able to ask yourself, does this move the needle at all? Does this resonate in my application? Does somebody look at this and say, hey, yeah, this helps, okay? So again, there can be a lot of gray area with that, but if you do have questions about testing, where to submit scores, where not to submit scores, or just any other part of this process that you'd like some help with, give us a call. At Dobler College Consulting, we help students find their future, and we can help you find yours. Have a great day.